What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the 904 Fishing Podcast, your source for all things fishing in the Jacksonville, Florida area. As always, I'm your host, Alex, joined by my co-host, Nick.
Going on, everybody? How are you doing this week?
Pretty good. Nick and I had a awesome weekend. We'll get into that a little bit later. But
Yeah.
today's episode is going to be on surf fishing, early year surf fishing specifically, and the local forecast, all kinds of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this should be a pretty action-packed episode, might I say.
I should say. And Mike's here listening from the car. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, what's going on, Mike? Good to see you.
So we're going to be going over surf fishing, specifically early year surf fishing. We went over this a little bit last week, but we want to dive more into the aspects of what species you guys can expect in the local Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Fernandina, Heckscher Drive, what you can expect in this local area. And
Money spots.
oh yeah, 100%. And then also, all the gear and techniques and baits and tips and tricks Nick and I have picked up over the years, and try to help you guys out and impart that information over to you, and give you guys some good information that you guys can utilize yourself. Get out there and catch some fish, eh?
Very much, yeah. I mean, we kind of, I'll say it. We kind of got on one this weekend. I think we.
Yeah,
'cause
I completely agree. We
kinda
were
tore
on
'em
it.
up. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Oh yeah.
we didn't like tear them up super crazy or nothing, but for what we needed and wanted, oh yeah, like the weather was perfect. It was
Beautiful weather.
definitely
Beautiful
definitely
weather.
hot. Like if you weren't at the beach, yeah, it'd be hot. But
A
beach
nice
was
breeze. I
perfect.
was about to say we had a good breeze.
Sun's out, guns out. Just getting
100%.
sunburnt, like just on top of the feet. Me and Alex got a little cooked, but
A little bit. It's not too bad.
that was
I'm
on
looking
us.
at myself here in the camera. I'm not looking as bad as I
yeah,
was.
it's fine now. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, that Saturday evening.
Yeah. See, that's whenever we all really realized was whenever we were done surf fishing and we got
Yeah.
kind of set up at
Kinda,
the,
yeah.
at the campsite.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, once we got settled down and we got more, into the evening and we started looking at ourselves, we realized just how bad we
Damn,
got
dude, you're fried.
toasted.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I know. I looked at Nick and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, your neck," and he was like, "You're one to talk."
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't think anybody was more significantly just burnt than the other. I mean, we're all out there like same time.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
we it was definitely an even cooking. It
Yeah.
was.
Well, our buddy Joseph, he was in a t-shirt and shorts, so he got it on all fronts, But
Yeah, but he
I
fared a
definitely
lot
just,
better than you and I did.
that's true. That is true. We have been pasty throughout the winter, so
He's got an
doesn't
unfair
help.
advantage,
He is Italian.
He's
So
he's got that olive skin, soaks it up.
yeah, he gets to just skip
I
right
sw-
through the sunburn stage
Honestly,
to
I
tan.
swear, by Sunday he was just a nice tan, and Sunday morning
Mhm.
you and I look like a couple of boiled lobsters.
Yeah,
Like, good
we're
lord.
the lobster over here.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
dude.
But
But that just goes to show. Honestly, just bring sunscreen.
yeah, 100%.
Make
That
sure it's
definitely
packed
needs
in your
sunscreen.
bag. Because why we both kind of failed at this part was we didn't have it like in our bag that we were bringing out there.
Yeah.
That's just where that stuff has to be packed, because if you don't, like you're gonna forget it. So I had plenty in the truck, but I completely forgot. I know, it was kind of hectic. It was very busy out Saturday morning.
It
There
was.
a lot of people.
Yeah, there was. Oh well, I
There's a
feel like
lot
it
of
was
people
the
at the bait
first.
shack.
It was the first good Sunday of,
Yeah.
or the first good Saturday of the year. I feel like the weather was nice. It was right after the time change. I mean, that's why we planned it
Yeah.
on that day. Is we wanted it to be right after the the time change, and we wanted to get out there and have a good time. But yeah, there was the Volano boat ramp was popping off on Saturday.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but yeah, like all that you said. It was also the first like good hot day, or like warm day, like where it's
Yeah,
going to be nice
yeah.
and sunny, not cloudy, not windy.
And it was
Right after like winter. Yeah, it was
It
going
was
to be busy.
it was warm, but I wouldn't say it was hot. I mean, I think it got up to like 83, I think, which isn't bad, honestly. I mean, that's
Yeah, out there
comfortable
on the
for me.
beach.
Yeah, we
That's
were comfy.
premier for the beach. Yeah, no, but if you were not at the beach or
Yeah, I
by
was
any
about to say,
body of
yeah.
water,
If you were like
oh,
working or
yeah,
something, that's a
yeah. Which is, it's usually like that during the week. Like today. Today was a gorgeous day. It was nice. Felt good. That was peak camping weather. That's where you still get sunburn, but at night you sleep nice and toasty. You get the campfire going.
and we slept great. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't wake up till my alarms went off, and I knocked out probably like 12:20, somewhere around there, and
Yeah, I
then woke up
was.
at
Yeah,
6:45 on the dot.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay up and check out my phone. I was out. It was done.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
yeah. I called Katie to make sure that she was home, and then literally on the phone I was like, "All right, babe. Now that you're home, sit." I
And that was
just
it.
immediately KO'd on the phone. Yeah. Happens to the best of us though, but
I should
yeah,
say.
it's perfect temps. If it were 5 degrees warmer, both at night and in the day, mainly at night, that would have it wouldn't have been as comfortable.
I
That was
agree.
just on the
I
edge.
agree.
But speaking of weather, Alex, what's next weekend's forecast?
Oh boy, going into this weekend is gonna be a
What are we looking
doozy.
like? We
It's
warming back up? We cooling down again?
it's one of those things that I feel like is subject to change because I don't know how much I trust this, quite honestly.
Well, honestly, I mean, like what we've said all the time, you
Can't trust big weather, man.
usually gotta, yeah, can't trust big weather. Sometimes you just gotta go see it for yourself, see what it does. But yeah, Florida this time of year too, really any time of year, you really need to just trust it when it's at max 3 days out.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
It'll change overnight. So
It will,
as long
100%,
as you got a
100%.
kind of an idea, what's going on. 2 days out is pretty accurate.
But we're looking at this is for the Volano area, Volano Beach specifically. On Saturday, you got some nice winds coming out of the west, northwest, blowing east, so into the ocean. Typically results in a very calm surf, as we experienced on Saturday.
Yep.
And then, pretty much same thing once you get more into the evening, that wind will shift and, your surf will pick back up. We're looking at a low of 60, high of 70, so not bad. Not bad at all. But
Yeah, I'm about the same temps wise what I'm looking at.
but it's supposed to rain from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m.,
Damn.
which
All right, yeah,
is
rain
less
showers,
than
scattered
ideal.
thunders. Yeah,
Less than
there's gonna
ideal
be
for surf
gonna be
fishing.
thunderstorms. Yeah, I mean, plus with it being cool in the morning, kind of cold in the morning, yeah, it's definitely gonna be having thunderstorms
Yeah.
throughout the day. I don't know about the entire area. It's gonna be scattered. I mean, it's just gonna be rain. But then Sunday's looking good.
Sunday's looking a
looking a little
lot better.
better.
I definitely will say Sunday's looking a lot better. Again, this is for the Volano Beach.
Except the wind. The wind actually kind of sucks.
This is one of those things. The wave height, the wave height for the predictions are always like 10 feet until like 3 days out.
Yeah, I've seen it say that.
There's
Maybe 3 feet,
no
2 feet.
way that wind is accurate.
It says like 15 to 25 miles an hour for
Yeah,
what I'm looking at.
I've got 20 to 25 on mine. There's no way this is accurate. Coming from the northeast, which will
Well,
result in heavy and turbulent surf, because when the wind is blowing with the waves against the shore, it just rolls the water, and it's not great. We're looking at a high of 64, low of 50, and it's supposed to rain from 6 a.m. till 1 p.m. and then
That's
be
tough.
nice in the evening.
Well,
Not ideal.
trying to
Less than
fish?
ideal. Less than ideal.
trying to fish one day after work this week?
Hey, maybe. Honestly, the last time we did this, big weather lied to us and we missed out on some primo fishing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's happened several times now. That's why we just kind of
just kind of go with it.
whenever.
Go with the flow.
Mhm. Like if you already have it planned, throughout the week, just go, just stick
Yeah,
to it.
100%.
Unless
But
it's like really bad, but just stick it out.
that's the forecast. We're gonna jump into what species you guys can be expecting from the surf this time of year. Big one that's popping off right now is definitely bluefish.
Mm-hmm. Can
Bluefish,
confirm.
yeah, Nick can confirm. Bluefish, Spanish mackerel are here. I've heard reports of pompano here showing up
Oh, have you?
in numbers. I have. They are not nearly in the amount of numbers that that the bluefish and Spanish mackerel are, but I have heard reports of pompano in the area.
Interesting. It's good to know.
It's great to know, honestly. Outstanding to know, even. Makes me want to go back to Amelia Island where you caught your PB and try to do something.
Yeah, that was a pretty sick time. I haven't, see, and that's the thing. I haven't fished a lot of like recently. I haven't fished a lot of long sandbar beaches.
Neither have I.
You
Neither have
know,
I.
it just
Definitely
sucks
something we need
having
to get back
walk out
into.
there. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's like they're the most busy. They're usually busier. You know, and then
Well,
you gotta at least wade out like waist deep,
it's funny you should say
then
that
run back to your rod holder
because
and put it in your rod holder. Something snags your bait.
I've got some insight on some pretty saucy spots I think we can get to without too much problem that will be not well known, at least as
Oh,
surf
do
fishing
you?
is concerned. I do.
Hmm. Is that a secret?
Yeah, not a secret, but I want to hold off to see how it produces before I say anything because I don't want it to be a complete flop and waste everyone's time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't
But
want to jinx nothing.
as you guys know, we don't like hiding spots here. So if and when we decide to make a video on that spot, I will tell you guys where it is.
Yeah, we'll hook it up.
As always, as always. But yeah, so this past weekend we went out. We did our nice, boys trip. We had a lot of fun. Great time. We were out at the North Guana Preserve on the ocean side, not on the river side, but on the ocean side, and we had a good time. There was a lot of people out there fishing. Met a new guy out there. His name was Josh. Came up and introduced himself. Really nice guy. Josh, for listening, nice meeting you, man. Hope you liked the content. But we had a great day of fishing. Our buddy PJ joined us. Our buddy Joseph came out. Had an awesome day. Just sitting around talking, catching some fish, getting drone shots, and our buddy Joseph took some amazing photos. So definitely one of those things that is just it was just a great day. It was just a good solid day.
Yeah, it really was. Had a great time for sure. Uh, it was just so perfect. Everybody's vibing. Everybody's just hanging out. Everybody's just chilling, doing their own thing. Joseph's over there getting amazing shots and, just documenting the time. It was a great time. We're out there just catching some sun rays, catching some fish, catching some stingrays, scaring Alex with it.
I don't do stingrays,
know,
as you guys know. Don't do stingrays.
yeah, I mean, he makes a good point. It sounds like getting barbed by them sucks. So I'm going to attempt to have that not happen. But, yeah, I mean, we were using, fresh dead shrimp. Almost had a little bit too much bait, but that's fine. I'd rather have too much bait and not need it. But then also getting sand fleas. So, we were out there. It was incoming tide, but it was already
Yeah, the
incoming
tide
from
was
peak low.
the tide was coming in, and we got it. I got it. I included all that in the video that'll be coming out this Thursday, 7 o'clock. Y'all check it out. But
It's
yeah,
gonna be a good video.
Nick found some sand fleas in an unusual spot, for sure.
Yeah, so we were pretty much at like the where the tide line is whenever it's high tide, and they were still burrowed in the sand, and you could see actually a bunch on the surface of the sand, and you could see their little where they've been digging the holes that they're in. So honestly, scooping maybe 8 inches below the surface of the sand right there, getting a whole bunch of sand fleas, and that seemed to be doing pretty great. I caught, I think, a couple, or definitely a bluefish and a whiting on the 8-footer. Very nice. And I kept doubling up. Y'all will see. I can't spoil too much of it, or I can just say it and you'll be like, okay, let's see it. But it was a good time. Catching them on the old sand fleas, shrimp. On what? I think I was using a pomp rig with like a 3-ounce Sputnik. casting out there. I was doing that too. I was thinking of, cast one out far, medium, short, like what Alex was doing.
Yep. You gotta find
Just
out
so
where
that
they
way.
are.
Mhm.
Pinpoint them and all that.
Oh yeah, and we did, dude. They were close at low tide.
They were really close. I cast out. I had one really long. Typically, what I'll do is I've got my casting reels. Oh god, I'm trying to think. It's a
I think.
oh god, I'm blanking so hard. It's a Pen Fathom
Is it a
15R.
fierce?
No, it's my drum reels, the drum reels.
Oh yeah, I've got no idea what those are.
But anyways, I've got those that I use to cast really far out, and I typically put some fish bites on those because I know it's not gonna fly off,
Oh yeah.
like shrimp does or anything like that. But
Forgot to mention, sorry, I
no,
was
yeah, go
also
ahead.
using crab fish bites. The
Crab
crab
fish
fish
bites,
bites, I don't
solid,
know,
solid.
maybe. I mean, it just seemed like they were going after the shrimp a lot more with the, I don't know, maybe like quarter-inch, half-inch long cut of fish bites on there.
I agree.
It was working. It was working.
I agree. I definitely think that made a difference.
Yeah, it's kind of why I want to get out there in the evening after work, but continue. Sorry.
No, there you go. Yeah, so I've got the Penn Squall 2 15 casting special. It's got magnetic brakes on it, so that's really nice. But yeah, I was casting that out there real far past the second sandbar, and I got one whiting on that, but then everything else came real close. I mean, within, 15, 20 yards
30
of shore?
yards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really close. Everything was very close. And but we
Nice
had a
and
great
light cast.
time. Yeah, real easy. I mean, it was one of those things that we saw. Nick, I don't know if you were paying attention to the people to the left and right of us that were fishing, but those guys were casting out as far as they possibly could, and they weren't getting
Oh,
nothing.
were they?
Yeah, they weren't getting nothing, and they're looking over at us like, how are these guys catching fish? Said it before, I'll say it again, you guys. You do not have to cast ridiculously far to get nice fish, especially on the surf. Casting out as far as you can does not equal big fish.
That's funny. I didn't even notice them not catching anything over there. I was too busy
Yep.
catching stuff. Damn, that sounds a little too cocky.
Hey, but it's true.
I will be cocky because the past like 3 times I've been skunked. So
Also,
just let me have
also
this.
true. Also true. But it's one of those things that it takes time and experience. And we had a couple people ask us, how'd you guys do? What were you guys using? And don't be afraid to ask people how. If you see someone catching fish, don't think to yourself, ugh, that guy's just lucky. No, go talk to him. Hey, what are you using for bait?
Go literally tell them, hell yeah, dude, you're tearing them up.
Yeah, like how do I?
Instant buddy.
Yeah,
Now he
exactly.
could be a cool
Exactly.
guy. Yeah, dude, bring your stuff over here. Come fish.
What are you using for bait? What kind of rigs are you using? What kind of weights are you using? How far are you casting? Why did you pick this spot? Because I can't tell you, I did this a lot, and I've just recently started, trying to go back and fix it. But one of those things that, reading the beach and really being able to read the surf and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just sorry. I was only not thinking about you just using the 8-footer with the nice Carolina rig with the 2-ounce egg weight.
Yep.
And then it's just, dude, it's just so nice catching decent sized whiting on that because they fight so good because it's on the 8-footer and it's not just like your tower and reeling them in. It's a solid time.
Fair.
I mean, even that Stingray.
Yeah. Fair.
I highly recommend you get one. You'll see what I mean. Get one set up.
Yeah, real quick, Sydney, if you want to send me an email, my email is 904fishingflorida@gmail.com. It's not letting me send a link in the chat for some reason. I don't know why.
That is another thing. I do not have the chat pulled up because I believe that laptop is dead.
All good. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's sent. It wasn't sending. I sent that 3 minutes ago. It wasn't sending. But yeah, that's my email. Sydney, I didn't want to interrupt you, Nick, but Sydney said that Sunday went fishing at Jack's Beach, and he caught 3 bluefish, all
Solid.
over 4.5 kilograms and measuring 28 inches. Which,
Gonna make me have to do conversion for kilograms to pounds now, huh?
um,
I'm just messing with it.
I
Those are sizable.
28-inch bluefish. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sydney. I ain't buying it. I'm gonna have to see it. 4.5 kilogram
I'd believe it.
bluefish. 4.5 kilogram bluefish or 10 pounds.
So you got to think, right?
I heard that. The little just.
Well, it's like bass.
Yeah.
I mean, like a 2-pound bass is pretty, like.
8.9 pounds. Excuse me. 8.9s. I must have done the conversion wrong. My bad.
Silly American.
That's a pretty saucy bluefish, if I do say so myself, Sydney. I'm looking forward to seeing him. But yeah, one of the
blues.
We will we'll go over that, and yeah, Mike says Sandman went Friday from the surf down at Volano and got a 2-man limit of Spanish mackerel. We wanted to fish Sunday. We were just Sydney said he was throwing a gotcha plug silver with green head.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I kind of wish we did a little more was throwing some spoons.
I know. I almost brought a rod to like cast spoons out with, and I was like, "No, what do I need that for?"
Yeah, we'll have to do. See, that's what I'm thinking. If we go after work, just spoons.
We could.
That might kind of bust down, and if it's sunny,
just a quick video. Don't just the one rod, maybe one little tackle tray of like different spoons and stuff.
Oh, dude, fire me up. Actually, yeah. So we could do that, right? Whenever we just pick a day where it's sunny, not very windy, because in that evening time it's going to get nice and calm. And yeah, we could throw spoons and plugs. Just keep everything in a little backpack. Yeah, dude. You know how long it's been since we've done that? Just gone a little quick backpack and we're just super mobile. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Literally years. But going back on that, Nick, what kind of tackle were you catching those fish on this weekend? What were you using, surf wise, tackle wise? We already kind of went over what bait. Yeah, what kind of tackle were you using?
So it was a pompano rig. It was a double drop pompano rig, 3-ounce Sputnik. What was I hooked up to? Line didn't really matter. I mean, it was some braid, probably like.
I think it was like probably
20 pounds.
20, 30, somewhere in there.
Yeah, not bad. That's just, I have that rod set up so I can catch some bigger stuff on it too, but I was doing just fine. And that Sputnik anchor, basically, Sputnik weight is really what is super crucial for that way. You can actually, anchor the bottom, get the line tight so that way you can actually monitor it. And,
and you can see bites to the shore with it being bites. Otherwise, if you're using pyramid weights or egg weights,
you see waves.
Yeah, you just see the waves, and you're like, "Is that a?"
Yeah, just rolling on it, doing the slow rolling on it.
Just looking at it like, "Is that the thing?"
Yeah, and I mean, what's very crucial too is you need to get these rigs that have floats on them.
Yeah.
I would definitely say check out the old Sandman rigs. Get you a pack of those. They had them at the bait shack. That is the bait shack. Right there at the Volano Bridge. Across from the School for Deaf and Blind. Yeah, I like that. That's one of my favorite bait places.
Holy God.
Yeah, they had his rigs there, so I didn't get to try it, though, because I was just using a pomp rig, which, still had floats, so definitely recommend that. That's pretty easy. You don't got to cast out very far like what we're talking about. I mean, 30, 40 yards and work your way inside of there. Definitely at least, 10, 15 yards out, but 15 to 40 really. And, you could even look in the sand for some sand fleas. Honestly, I've had better luck with not catching catfish with sand fleas. But shrimp and sand fleas work great. We also had cut mullet, and cut bonita. Well, the cut bonita was kind of getting something. The cut mullet wasn't getting anything. That's what I had out on the big shark rod, but something kept taking it, but nothing was actually pulling the line. So
Sydney just sent me the pictures. Of the bluefish. Sydney, if you're okay with it, I would love to be able to show the people because I am shocked. Genuinely, that's some of the largest bluefish I have ever seen. I'm not kidding.
Oh, so he basically told you, shut up for doubting me
Yeah,
in the
no kidding.
picture.
I was like, I don't know about that. It was kind of dude, but I'm just saying, I'm not kidding. That is literally those bluefish
Text it to me.
are
Let's see it.
easily some of the those. I think I can almost confidently say those are the largest bluefish I have ever seen come out of the Jacksonville area. Like in like confirmed reports, basically like that I know. Nick, I'm gonna send them to you right now.
Okay.
I would love to be able to show the people on the stream because this is insane, dude. First off, stellar fish, amazing, well done, well deserved. Oh my lord, those are some. That's some fish. That's some serious fish right there.
Where are you sending them?
Outstanding.
Just text them to me.
I sent them to you over Discord.
All right. Let's see here.
Usually you just see them up north. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen big ones up north. I've seen big ones like this up north.
Damn.
I've never seen big fish
Nice.
like this down here. This is insane, dude.
Yeah, that's it's a big bluefish right there, dude. Very nice. Heck yeah.
Oh
What
my
were you?
goodness.
What did he say? What he caught him on?
Yeah, he said he was using a gotcha plug, a silver with a green head.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. Noted. Good to know.
I mean, dude,
I've not caught a
he
bluefish that
sent me.
big.
You know what's crazy? He sent me a picture with the weight, like when he's home. So it probably weighed even more when he was at the beach.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably.
sizable fish, man.
Yeah, nice job,
Very
man.
nice. Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Yeah,
I
think that's why we need to
definitely.
get out there and try to just throw some artificial at the beach. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Mike, I definitely want to show it. I just want to make sure Sydney's cool with it. Don't want to show anybody's photos without consent. I don't want to give away spots, you know? But, wow, dude. Stellar fish, man. Way to go. That's the kind of fish that gets me excited to go out and go fishing. When I see stuff like that and I see, local area, people catching some big fish, it makes me excited to get out there, and I'm like, I want to do it, He says, my wife is currently eating a piece of it. Okay, you know what? Let me ask you this, Sydney, because we
I've
know.
got some in the fridge.
I was about to say, we
The
know
freezer.
somebody that caught some bluefish, and I like eating bluefish. I like bluefish. People say it's trash fish. I like bluefish. And it's one of those fish that I think, if not prepared correctly, it can be lower quality or poor quality, but I definitely think it's one of those things that if you cook it right, it's just like any other fish. It's very tasty and very yummy. But yeah, that's
Okay, Alex, here's the thing, okay? Tomorrow, it would be, I think, very wise for us to go surf fish after I get off work.
I like how he says tomorrow. Like we have no,
Because
like it has to
look
be
at the
tomorrow.
weather. Look at the weather. You'll see why.
I'll have to look at it here in just one sec. Sydney, I'm gonna throw up the picture of just the measurement. You can't see anything. I feel like you'd be okay with that one. I'm gonna show the one of the measurement, cause my lord, dude, that's a pretty saucy fish.
I want to catch a jack again. It's just been a while,
Yeah. Huh?
It's another thing too. Jack's pretty good. You just gotta cook it right. Just gotta make sure to bleed it.
That's what I'm saying.
going
Is
on
I
over
feel
there?
I feel like I feel like most people I'm struggling is what's going on. I feel like most people don't cook fish very well,
It's an art.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. What am I trying to do here? Who am I?
You were
Where am
trying
I?
to look at the weather for tomorrow for Volano Beach.
Oh, no. I'm attempting to
Oh, dude, you kidding me?
edit this.
Oh man, that pains me that tomorrow the weather's even spicier in the morning. It's cold, but
There we go. There we go. I got it set up a little easier now. No, come on. What are you doing? No? You're not
Man, my phone's freaking out.
All right, whatever. Close enough. So there's Sydney's bluefish, you guys. Pretty sizable for those of you that are listening at home and not watching. It is a 28-inch at the fork bluefish. It is a sizable bluefish. I mean, that's nothing to scoff at. Full length, the full length of the tail goes all the way to 30. But at the fork, 28 inches at the fork.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Dude, well done.
Yeah, I'd be stoked to catch that. That'd be a fun fighting fish right there.
Oh, it did have I see that. He said if you pay attention to the photo with the measurements, the fish had a hook in its mouth from another fisherman that broke the line and had lost that fish. Yeah, I see that. That's pretty gnarly. That's really cool, actually. But Jeff, welcome. He asks, how do you cook bluefish? Smoke it. That is one of the things you can do. Step one of bluefish, if you catch a bluefish and you know you're going to harvest it, highly recommend bleeding it. Highly recommend bleeding it. You're going to increase the quality of that meat tenfold. Right off the cuff. Definitely bleed that fish, right? Once you know that you're going to be, harvesting and taking that fish, definitely bleed it. It's going to make it a lot better. One of the things about bluefish is it's a very oily fish. Okay? So a great way to eat it, blackened. Great way to do it. You're going to render a lot of that out of it. Okay? You're going to draw a lot of that oil out of it. It's going to be a lot better, a lot nicer. Grilled on the half shell, awesome way to do it as well. Okay? If you're going to do like a pan sear and it's not going to be blackened, I recommend something with a like a balsamic vinegar kind of deal. That's going to help negate a lot of that oil, like marinating in it. That'll help it a lot. But honestly, one of my favorite ways to do it is blackened or grilled on the half shell, which means keep the skin on, throw the skin down on the grill, and call it a day. Man, that's a nice fish. Well done, Sydney. Extremely well done.
Very nice. Hey, you know what's pretty crazy? I got a mystery tackle box for Christmas, I believe. I think from one of Katie's friends.
Nice.
So, I don't think I ever showed you about it or told you about it, but I just want to open it up.
You did not.
Very nice how they have a little measurement in there. It's got some like white, silvery kind of or white sparkly flukes. They look like good bass lures. Those are nice. Got a little bit of everything in here. I do have a saltwater lure in here called a matrix minnow. Yellow bottom, white belly on the sides, pink with like white stripes with a black.
I've heard of those. Yep, I've heard of those.
Like a black. I don't know what you want to black back.
So
down there.
Definitely. Obviously, the blues are here, Nick. We're definitely gonna have to get out there. I got to get some spoons.
Yeah. It seems every time I get spoons, I somehow lose them.
Honestly, same. But that's why, honestly, let me see.
These look pretty fire too. These other lures, they're paddle tails.
Very nice.
Some
very nice.
bad fish. Bazooka Joe.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, those look pretty spicy. And then some big eye jig heads.
So I get these spoons. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the description or in the chat for you guys. I'll also put it in the description afterwards. These are the spoons that I get off of Amazon. They're awesome. And it's one of those things that it's $18, you get 6 of them. Kind of hard.
Pretty dang cheap.
Honestly, kind of hard to oh wait, I don't think that link works. Stand by. That one should work. Let me check it real quick.
I even got some 3
Yes, perfect. Yeah, so I have caught I caught my first ever Spanish mackerel on those jigs. So you get 6 pieces of them for $18, $3 a pop, there and about. So not bad, really.
Yeah.
That's honestly a lot cheaper, and they're large too. They are not small. If you guys look in the description, they're quite large. I want to say they're like with the hooks attached and everything. It's like 7 inches long.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they're large. I'm telling you, like these are
Is
not
that a
small
spoon?
spoons. Yeah, they're spoons. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, they're not small spoons. These are the spoons I use in the surf, and I catch a lot of stuff on this. I catch jacks on this, um, jacks, Spanish mackerel, um, redfish. I've caught redfish on these. Like these spoons, I'm telling you, are saucy, especially for the price and the cost. These are my go-to. I have them on my little fishing list that I keep.
Mm-hmm.
But these
So we can just
crocodile
restock.
yeah, basically, right? These crocodile spoons, if you guys don't like them in the silver, you want more of a gold one, they've got them in the gold as well.
Very
I'll
nice.
throw a link for you guys here with the gold one. So you got silver and gold. Definitely something to look at. I prefer the silver, just my personal preference, but you can't go wrong with either, honestly. But let me check our itinerary
Dude,
here.
every time we do the podcast, I just get jazzed up to
No,
go
no,
fish.
we're right on track. We're doing we're right on Q&A, which is basically what we're doing. If anybody in the audience has any questions, like Jeff, he asked how we cook bluefish. Awesome question, Jeff. Thank you for asking. And smoked fish dip is one of my awesome, preferred ways of smoking and eating bluefish, just because I love smoked fish dip. But
Never had it.
you've never had smoked? I've never had.
Nope.
I've never given you smoked fish dip.
No,
All right, we're gonna rectify that.
he hasn't.
We're gonna have to rectify that. We're gonna have to go out, get you some get some bluefish, some good white flaky fish, and I'm gonna have to. The key is
Put me
to
on.
brine it for at least 24 hours and draw out a lot of that moisture, which bluefish is great for because you can draw out a lot of that. Smoke it up, cook it. Oh God, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But we're going to go into the Q&A portion. Like I said, if you guys have any questions in the audience, definitely let us know. I got a couple questions I've had stored away for me and Nick on the podcast.
Very nice.
Which is always, always nice. Always a good thing to end on.
Yeah, I like having the questions, having us think at the end.
I like this one.
You
I thought of
good
this one
talking
earlier.
points, good answers.
I thought of this one earlier, and I really enjoyed it, Nick.
Let's hear it.
It's a question within a question, if you will.
Very nice. Questionception.
Right? What's one question you wish people that were new to surf fishing would ask more often? And how would you answer it?
To me, who are they asking?
Yeah. Like, let's say there's someone new.
Just ask
There's
in
someone.
general?
Yeah, there's someone new to surf fishing. What's something you wish someone that was brand new to surf fishing would ask, but most people don't?
And then my answer is going to be, yes, it does sometimes when you don't catch anything. Just so that way they're prepared.
Yes, it does. Wait.
Because they can.
So what's the question you wish they would ask?
Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
I'm just kidding.
God.
No, just dude, I don't know. I don't know what to answer for that question. I'm
That's
really
a good
trying
one.
hard to
That's a
think
good
here.
one. Here, all right, Nick, you go ahead and you go ahead and think about it.
yeah.
I got my answer. One question I wish more beginner surf anglers would ask, and I had to think back about when I was first starting surf fishing, and something that I wish I had asked when I was getting started surf fishing, and is reading the surf that big of a deal? Is learning to read the surf and the waves that big of a deal? And I would say yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
yes it is. Because if you don't know how to read the surf, if you don't know how to read the spots, I mean, Nick
You
and
just
I
miss them every time.
I was
You'll
about
be
to
casting
say,
in the right area.
yeah,
but you're not gonna be in the right spot.
you could be casting with the right tackle, line, rod, reel, bait, weight, everything. You're just not in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things. So that's my answer is reading the surf that important? And my answer is yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because you could have the best of the best gear out there.
Don't matter
You're
if you're in
doing
the wrong
everything
spot.
right. You're just casting a little too far, a little too short.
Yep.
Somebody with far less into it.
Yep.
And you look over and they're out there just tearing it up. So, yeah, you just have to be aware with that. That's the crucial one because it's easy to get lost in the sauce. You're just like, I just want to cast out there far. It's natural instinct, maybe.
The big fish are in the deepest water. Wrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it really out there so that way they're gonna know. But yeah, they swim a lot closer to shore than you think, especially whenever it's calm, like what it
Oh
was.
yeah,
It was like 1 foot waves.
the big fish follow the little
It was
fish.
minty. Mm-hmm.
So
Which you always want to make sure too that there's at least some waves.
you got your
Whenever it's
yeah,
been
you
super
do want flowing
glossy
water, yeah.
or glassy, yeah, it's just I've had it be just super flat and dead. Then I've had it be super decent for like
Turbulent
surfing,
and yeah.
and had it do great, but then also had it do nothing. The waves were too big.
Yep. So do you figure out your answer yet, Nick?
Um, Weights. What weight do you use? What kind of weights?
What weight
Because
do you
for
use?
the
Okay.
longest time, dude, I used pyramid weights because that's what
That's
you
what
know,
everyone used when they first
I
get
was like, oh,
started. Yeah.
they're square, they're flat, well, they're not square, but you know what I mean. But they're flat, they'll hold. And I can't tell you how many times just cast out lines just drifting immediately. How many days that I went out there, like collectively, how many days do you think that you fished the surf without using Sputniks and you just only thought to use pyramid
Oh,
weights?
years.
Yeah, yeah, see. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
So
the first 6-7 years of my fishing, career, I was using the wrong weights.
yeah.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, so I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how fairly new the Sputnik rigs are, but
Sputniks
good thing they came out when they did.
aren't like the idea of like those claw weights, Sputnik weights aren't new, but
Mm,
the Sputnik weights that we use from the Sinker guy, shout out Chip, are relatively new, and those are an absolute game changer. Definitely recommend you guys go and checking out
yeah.
those. Chip, the Sinker guy, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, I'm pretty sure everything. Sells sinker weights here out of Jacksonville, Florida. Local company, small business. Definitely check them out. Awesome. Cindy says, just out of curiosity, they were all caught at low tide. As soon as the tide started to rise, the attacks, the bites decreased a lot. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, it kind of did that for us too. 'Cause we
Yeah,
got
it
there
did.
and
Yeah.
it was still going out a little bit.
I was about to
wasn't
say, yeah, when we got there, we were going into low tide, and then we were there for the entire low tide and the rising tide.
it? Yeah, the bite wasn't on for very long. Like, I don't know, maybe an hour,
Yeah, about an hour.
hour and a half.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But it was like inconsistent. Like, it'd come on for a little bit and then kind of slow down. I think everything was just like passing through.
I was about to say that was
That's
the
what it
stuff just
seems.
going up and down the surf. Yeah, that's exactly what I think it was.
Which is cool to see and know that, yeah, dude, they're just coming in and out of the surf,
Yep.
up and down the beaches and all that. So, especially with it being calm how it was, it makes sense why they were pretty shallow, because there's no waves really throwing around. It's probably throwing around bait fish and stuff. So they just had like probably a buffet going down the beach.
Yep. Jeff, great question. He asked, what ounce Sputnik do you guys use? Personally, I use 5-ounce Sputniks. That's a little heavy. Nick, what ounce Sputnik do you use?
It really just depends. I say 3. Here,
Like
know,
you're
here's
good
gonna be a nice
overall.
chart.
You're good overall average. You just average
3.
normal day. What are you throwing? 3?
3.
There you go.
Depends on what bait though. 3 for shrimp and sand fleas and bait like that. But big bait and a big hook, 4 or 5.
What's a big bait?
Mullet, bonita, whiting, cut bait.
So cut bait. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Yeah, probably use a
big
4
hook.
ounce
I
or
was about to
5
say
ounce.
big hook. You're in the
4
4-aught to
ounce.
7-aught weight. 7-aught hook size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we're
Very
talking we're talking the old finger size hooks. If you make a hook with your finger, we're talking a real deal. But then we're talking about like 60-pound leader.
Wire,
Like
yeah,
fluorocarbon
coated wire leader, heavy stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not going for whiting with that rig.
You could though, but good luck.
Gonna be waiting a while.
You'll be doing a lot of casting.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good question, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, 3 does it. 3 gets it done.
Yeah, three's good,
even
solid.
2.
Yeah,
Even 2 ounces if you got a smaller, like maybe like a 9-footer, 8-footer.
yeah.
2
Two
to 3.
to 3. You're in the money.
If it's a
Personally,
little choppy and the wind's kind of blowing,
yeah,
or the waves are kind of
personally,
big, bump it up to 4, maybe 5.
I just run 5 just because I know that is my end all be all. It's gonna cover everything. It's gonna hold no matter what. If you can't hold in the surf with a 5-ounce Sputnik from the sinker
Just go
guy,
home.
go home.
Go home.
Go home.
Start building sandcastles. Something.
Yep.
Do a workout in the sand.
Actually, Nick,
Run down the beach.
that leads me to my next question that I have for you.
Yeah.
This is not a targeted question, I swear.
Before you skip into that, I would like to say that Alex also only uses 5-ounce Sputnik rigs because he loses his, and then he asked me for one, and I hand him a 3-ounce.
Because I forget to bring all my Sputniks to the beach.
Or
That's
a
true.
4.
That's incredibly true.
Now
So
you may take your targeted question at me.
all right, so advice for rough days. Surf fishing can be hit or miss. What's your advice for days when the fish just aren't biting?
Plan a good dinner because that'll make your day better.
There you go. There you go. That's good. I like
Yeah,
it. Plan a
honestly,
good
bring
dinner.
some
I like
food,
that.
Bring some food.
Snacks
That way,
are
at least-
crucial.
Yeah, so that way, at least if it's super slow, that helps pass the time, make it a little better because then you get some food in your system, you're all good to go. Nice little snack time. Um, Honestly, yeah, because we've been there so much and we switch it up and try different tactics and different baits, and I mean, it's like, and if you're only in the one spot, like that's your plan, you're just gonna be in this one spot, and it's
Yeah.
not doing so great. Honestly, you got to be able to be mobile because
Yep.
sometimes it might pick back up in a little bit, maybe tide shifts or something. But also, I mean, plan out your area where if you have the option or the possibility where it could be slow, plan it out where you got some other spots on backup. I mean, that one we kind of need to get better at, but sometimes if we got like a lot of stuff, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, if you're shore fishing like that and it's slow, even kayak fishing, just try a different spot. Keep switching it up. I mean, if you get a bite on something, probably stick with that for a little bit, but
Yeah.
definitely give it all a chance. I mean, and then if it doesn't work, then hey, this is the way she goes sometimes. So
That's all they call it, fishing, not catching.
yeah, but that's the good thing. It'll make you want to get back out there again.
Yep. Mike
I
Mike
mean-
with Get Out the House, Go Fish says if it's a slow start, digging for sand fleas. We did.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick did
Yep.
exactly that. You guys are going to have to check out the video again this Thursday. A lot of great content. We got some drone shots in there. We got how to find your own bait at the beach. We got new species. We're not gonna tell you what, but Nick caught a brand new species that even I've never caught.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Didn't even
was
know
confused, thought it
till
was
after the
something else.
fact. Yeah, I looked it up because I was looking. I was like, I don't know, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh. So gotta love it. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for this week, you guys. Nick, next week are we going back to Mondays?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Now I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably am gonna do the golf tournament again. It's coming up again.
Awful. The worst.
I mean, we could do Mondays. We can do Tuesdays. It don't matter.
honestly,
It is
maybe
gonna be on
maybe
Mondays again. It's like in April.
maybe we just switch it permanently to Tuesdays.
I mean, what then gives you what 1 day up until 2 days up until videos drop.
Yeah. Well, reckon I'll just change it permanently to Tuesdays. But alrighty, guys, made a decision live on the stream. We're gonna start doing the podcast Tuesdays, 7 p.m. every week, and we give you all the information for local fishing here in Jacksonville, St. Augustine area. Nick and I have been fishing this area for a very long time, and
Oh yeah. And
We-
plan to keep fishing that area.
I was
for a
about to
very
say,
long
we've
time.
learned a lot, and we plan to keep learning. We plan to share that information with you guys as much as we possibly can. It's definitely one of those things I personally do not like hiding spots. I don't like gatekeeping spots. If I go to a
Yeah.
spot and I catch a bunch of fish, I'm going to tell you about it. I'm not concerned about it. That's why they call it fishing, I'm not worried about someone going to a spot and catching a bunch of fish. It's the ocean. It's pretty big.
Tell you what we are concerned about though is people cutting up undersized fish and keeping
Yes.
them. We found a couple out there at damn Huguenot.
Yep. Huguenot.
You know?
We found undersized flounder that were filleted up and
Come
the
on,
carcass
dude.
were tossed. And we saw a gentleman as we were leaving I saw him keeping 2 undersized bluefish that he caught.
Oh,
Guys,
that guy.
come on, you guys.
Dude, grow up.
Yeah,
Just grow
come
up.
on.
Play by the rules. There's reason why. What
They're there
happens
for
is
a
that
reason.
we get these seasons. We have these now seasons on flounder because too many people were keeping undersized fish.
Yep.
Like,
Come
do
on, you
you
guys.
want the fish to come back? Do you want to catch big fish? It's stupid. Don't be keeping undersized fish, bro. Put them back. Swallow your ego. Swallow your pride.
It's not hard.
You'll catch another,
Yeah.
or you won't because you suck. But but no, dude. Let them get big. Let them get big. You don't have to keep every fish you catch.
Yeah.
I get it. Trust me. There's the ones that I really want to keep this, and you have that option. You can keep them all that you want. You can keep any fish you catch, or it's sizable. But have some good morality with you.
Exactly.
If you don't have that, you're just gonna bad karma yourself.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
Mm-hmm. In many ways, more than just fishing, karma will get you in many ways.
Yep.
So, just be a good human being. Be a decent person.
Check
or a good gal.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Check out, like I said, this Thursday, 7 p.m. sharp. Videos dropping. North Guana Preserve fishing banger video. It's part 1 of a 2-part series. Yeah. Second part will be dropping next week again, Thursday, 7 p.m. We'll go over that. Same time podcast. Same bat time, same bat channel, you guys. You know where to find us. Tuesday, 7 p.m. We'll be here live talking about the local fishing podcast or local fishing forecast and information. And then every week on Thursday, we upload a video.
Oh, yeah.
So, Nick, honestly, you got anything else to
add? Besides, it would be cool if we could get kind of ahead so that way I almost have some content on the back burner ready to go. But
yeah,
it's always nice keeping it live, though, too.
Also true.
Who knows? Maybe we'll do like a double dump of some videos or something. Maybe twice a week. Who knows?
That's actually I'm hoping to get into, but I got a little more to work on before I get there. But
yeah.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Jeff, Sydney, and Mike from Get Out the House, Go Fish. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, I want to say there was one other person, SR. They sent one message as well, and then of course Kimbra. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for chatting. It was awesome. We love interacting with the audience. As we've said before, and we will continue to say, we respond to every comment on every video, and we respond to every message in every podcast. So make sure to hit that subscribe button for all updates for all things local. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go ahead and hit the bell so that way you know when we're going live.
I guarantee you want to see the upcoming stuff.
Oh, guaranteed. 1,000% guaranteed.
I don't even need to see the footage yet. I already know.
Exactly.
I was there.
Exactly.
We did it for y'all. Just hook us up. Do the nice and easy thing. It's free.
Couldn't agree more.
Add that to the liked video too. I keep stuff in my liked videos that I just throw people likes because I know that helps them out, and that way I have it on stock for later if I want to revisit it.
Absolutely. But alrighty, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Be here, be square. But until next time, keep your lines tight, your casts long, and your stories true.
Let's finish out this week. Everyone have a good one. See y'all later.